almost didn't make it. I almost didn't last. Why does the week go by so slow, the weekend so fast? But luckily the days come to take my cares away. It's not Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. That's right, it's Friday. Friday. Tonight I'll party with my friends. Friday. Friday. Today I know the weekend. So I'll get out of bed and be to work on time. I'll give this day to the company, the next 2 days of mine. And when my day's over and the final work hour's passed, I'll go home, have a shot of Cuervo to the boss who can kiss my Friday. Friday. Tonight I'll party with my friends. Friday. Friday. Today I know the weekends. Friday. Friday.
Ah, it's Friday, bitches. Enjoy yourselves.
Big weekend? Is it a big weekend?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I am going to pop a cherry that I have never popped.
All right, what's your newbie experience? Are we talking about that later?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to do something for the first time this weekend.
I understand. That's what I got from popping your cherry. I translated that and
Something
understood.
that I have never done in my entire life.
Timer.
And I am
He's a beginner.
somewhat nervous. I am kind of concerned.
Not an intermediate. This is a beginner here, people. This is a beginner's
Thankfully,
class.
there's no permanent damage.
All right.
Or sort of residual from this thing. If I want to stop in the midst of it, I can certainly just get up and walk out. But it's something I've never done before. And we've been talking about doing it for a while, the wife and I. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, all right.
Other than that, yes, I've got quite a bit going on. I've got a lot of stuff going on. I got to try to get these plants out of my garage and get them hung up again because last night it was 34 degrees. It's going to be another chilly one tonight. I think a frost warning.
Another one tonight. I wouldn't do that until maybe this weekend. But for all intents and purposes, it looks like we might not have to deal with a ton of rain over the weekend, and that part's good.
Got to get my lawn mowed today, my back lawn. My front lawn got mowed earlier this week.
A lot of proms, a lot of parents super busy with end of school stuff and track meets and all sorts of things happening and wrapping up with band concerts and award ceremonies and prom and Kentucky Derby. And they're trying to jam it all in for the teachers and the end of school and all the parents. And yeah, it's a busy weekend.
Just got a text from T-Stet. Good morning, Brian and Jean. Today is my 20-year work anniversary, and even though my employer was kind enough to give me the next 2 days off, I was wondering if you could play something by Wayland to kick off the day. Thanks, and have a good one. Of course I can. Happy anniversary. What do you get at your job for 20 years? You get a...
Happy Friday donut, maybe?
You get a lunch? They take out to lunch? Do they give you a pen? Do they give you extra PTO? Another day of vacation? What do they give you?
I did find the donut closest to my favorite donut in the whole world last weekend. It wasn't the exact donut, but it was the closest. You found a
similar donut.
Closest as possible, yeah.
All right.
I was happy about that.
Well, we'll get to that requested Wayland in just a couple of minutes for T-Stet, celebrating a 20-year work anniversary today. Lots of other stuff to get to. We've got a Karen of the day. New one. Bad news, happy music later on.
The Docster.
Doc is going to join us after 8 a.m. to talk NASCAR. There's a big, huge, massive, giant story developing in NASCAR right now.
Ooh, is it juicy?
Yes, it's very juicy.
Woo!
It's a big, juicy burger.
Oh, there's tea.
We're going to take
dropping the tea.
We're going to take a bite out of it.
Excellent.
We've also got things to look forward to in the month of May, because today is the first of the month.
There's a lot of things in May. May's a good month.
First of the month. Yes. Lots of stuff going on in May. So we'll take a look at that and all sorts of other stuff as well. And if you want to be a part of the program, head to rockmornings.com.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
$2 million. What would you do with $2 million?
I'd probably get out of debt.
Debt? All debt? Would that get you completely out of debt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Well, your house is paid off, so that one right off the bat
I
is
would buy a car that isn't from the 2009 era.
Is that the newest car that you own?
No,
a 2009?
we have a 9, 10, 11, and a 12.
2009, 10, 2011, 12. Okay.
Yeah, we have 4 cars with 150,000 miles on it plus. So I would get a car from the last decade
Well, did you buy a Powerball ticket in Sparta recently?
Shoot, are you kidding?
No.
Last night? Was it last night?
A winning $2 million Powerball ticket sold in Sparta on Wednesday as part of the drawing for the Powerball.
Won $2 million?
One of its biggest lottery nights ever, with 6 tickets statewide winning a combined $8 million.
Get out of here!
And the $2 million ticket was sold in Sparta.
Congratulations. Wow, somebody's waking up.
It was,
good news.
by the way, I don't know if they've discovered who it is, but it was purchased at the BP station in Sparta. The winner added the Power Play feature for an extra $1.
Man.
And the 2-time multiplier doubled the $1 million prize to $2 million.
Smart.
Another $2 million ticket was sold in Hurley, Wisconsin. 4 additional $1 million winning tickets were sold in Pulaski, Oak Creek, De Pere, and Kaukauna. I wonder if it was that teacher that was on administrative leave for posting about the president. He'd be like, all right, well, I don't need to come back to work. I just want $1 million.
I'm good, thanks. That Power Play, I never do that, but now I'm going to.
All 6 tickets matching the 5 winning numbers, which were 3, 19, 35, 51, 67, but they missed the Powerball, which was 15.
Crap.
Yeah, $2 million winner sold in Sparta at the BP. Congratulations to whoever that is. I would certainly, I would be able to get out of that.
Where's the money? When are you going to get the money? Why aren't you getting the money now? And so on. So please, the money.
Sign that ticket first and foremost, then put it somewhere in a lockbox, fire-safe lockbox, one of those things.
Maybe take a 3-day weekend and figure out what you're going to do.
Yeah. Maybe Google some stuff.
No, yeah,
you know, like,
lay low.
What's the next step in this process? Big recall being issued for thermos, food and beverage jars and bottles that are sold nationwide. Thermos recalling roughly 8.2 million food jars and beverage bottles sold nationwide. More than 24 people reported laceration injuries.
So they do break. I was just going to ask if
permanent vision loss.
From a thermos? So the glass is breaking and flying into your eyeballs?
Thermos, the insulated food and beverage container manufacturer, recalling 5.8 million stainless King food jars and about 2.3 million Sportsman food and beverage bottles. Products were sold for $30 a piece at Target, Walmart, and other stores, along with their websites, including thermos.com, March 2008 to July 2024. So these are like the soup containers.
If perishable food or beverages happen to be stored in these containers for an extended period of time, the stopper forcefully ejects.
That's not good. That's
opened,
vision loss.
Which can result in serious impact, injury, and laceration hazards to the consumer. So that's what it is. It's that stuff's in there, and then you go to open it, and it flies off like a bullet and blinds you.
Yeah, not good.
Ugh.
So anyways, if you've got a thermos food or beverage jar of some sort.
Check now.
And they're from 08 to 24. So these are 16 years worth of these products. So take a look at your cupboard and storage area and make sure that you don't have one of these.
They've got pictures of them and also
give it a Google.
Numbers, SKU numbers and stuff.
Britney Spears has now been charged with misdemeanor DUI about 2 months after she was arrested for driving erratically on a highway in Southern California.
It's Britney, bitch.
Ventura County District Attorney's Office announcing it had filed 1 misdemeanor count of driving under the influence of any alcohol and drug. She did unlawfully, while under the combined influence of any alcohol, beverage, or drug, drive a vehicle, according to the prosecutors. She'll be arraigned in Ventura County Superior Court on Monday.
Leave Britney alone!
Whether she'll attend in person, unknown, as her attorney is permitted to appear on her behalf due to the charge being a misdemeanor. But it's not like she's going to jail, anything like that. Ving Rhames collapsing in a restaurant yesterday, rushed to the hospital. It's the guy from the Mission Impossible movies, Pulp Fiction, bunch of other stuff.
Did they say, did he have a...
Apparently already on his way home and feeling fine after a health scare in a restaurant in L.A. earlier this week. Apparently it was on Wednesday, not yesterday. His representative said that he sounded like everyday Ving cracking a joke over the phone. Actor rushed to the hospital Wednesday afternoon after he collapsed at his table at a Granville restaurant in North Hollywood. Checked out, said he felt fine. Sounded like everyday Ving, so apparently he's on his way home.
You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? I ain't through with you by a damn sight. I'm gonna get medieval on your ass.
Yeah. Lately, he's been hosting the History Channel series History's Deadliest with Ving Rhames, covering some of the most catastrophic natural disasters ever recorded. Obviously worked with Tom Cruise on Mission Impossible. He was in Pulp Fiction. Marcellus Wallace. Does Marcellus Wallace look like a bitch?
So did he? I mean, he just sounds like he passed out or something, right?
Yeah,
Like,
well, maybe he's got diabetes, low blood sugar. I mean, I have no idea. They didn't include what the situation was or what the medical emergency was, but he apparently passed out.
Yeah, that happens. People pass out sometimes.
Yeah. And the Ass Man. Do you remember the Ass Man episode? How could you not?
Yes.
The Seinfeld episode where Kramer got the wrong license plates.
Ass man? No, these don't belong to me. I'm not the ass man. I think there's been a mistake.
What's your name again?
Cosmo Kramer.
Cosmo Kramer. You are the ass man.
No, I'm not the ass man.
Well, as far as the state of New York is concerned, you are.
You know, that was 31 years ago.
I believe it.
Yeah, this week, actually. That originally aired 31 years ago this week, the Ass Man episode where Kramer got somebody else's license plates. And then he was happy about it because he's driving around and people are like, hey, Ass Man, you got that right. Wow. As I found out, trying to get a vanity plate in Wisconsin, there's a lot of combinations of letters that they won't let you use. Right? They're very particular. They don't like profanity.
Or things that can be read a certain way.
Or things
whatever.
that
Yeah.
allude to sexual gratification of one way or another.
Why? What happened?
Well, apparently somebody was watching the Ass Man episode and said, gee, I wonder what states will allow you to get Ass Man on your license plate. And did the digging, did the science. Somebody said, can I get that license plate myself? Person looking into various state laws, and here's what they found about the Ass Man license plate.
Okay.
Unfortunately, having that license plate is banned in most states, which is not surprising. A little bit too vulgar. 31 states in the union won't allow it at all. No way, no how.
They're not going to.
No ASS, MAN, no A55, MAN, none of the variations of it. No Ass Man. Another 11 states, according to this person, would probably prohibit it, but it's not 100% definitive. Beyond those, another 5 states might allow it, where it's not explicitly forbidden, but you'd have to ask the DMV there and see for yourself. Those states, by the way, are Montana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, West Virginia, Connecticut. 2 more states do allow it, but the plate is obviously already taken. Those 2 states are South Dakota and Maine. And there's 1 state that does allow it, and it is still available, and that's Vermont. So if you really got to get the Ass Man license plate, you got to move.
Your state.
You got to move to Vermont and get the Ass Man license plate.
It's not already taken, huh?
Apparently not. Apparently people in Vermont don't like Seinfeld or don't care about being the Ass Man. If that was available in Wisconsin, I would get it. And I'm not even an ass man, one way or the other. Doctor or otherwise. Still very funny. I wanted to get the FHRITP license plate, and if you know what that acronym is, then
but no, you're not getting that either.
Man, my computer almost shut down. I was looking. Well, first of all, the DMV website is not very user friendly when it comes to trying to figure that stuff out. It's sort of a bleep show. And as I went down the winding road to try to figure out if I could get that, eventually it said, no, not available.
Emergency.
Bummer.
Emergency.
Such a bummer. T-Stat celebrating a 20-year work anniversary. Wanted to hear some Waylon, so here you go, T-Stat.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Still not over the fact that those guys aren't a band anymore. Look, I've seen Phil posting. He's still in Nashville doing a bunch of stuff. I haven't really caught up with Mitch. Recently, I should probably send them both a text and, just say hey and see what they're up to. But Wayland, after many years together, deciding to kind of call it quits as a band. Still doing music, still doing stuff, still living their lives.
Well, and they're Nashville, right? So they're in the music capital, and they're doing all sorts of musically related things. They're just not, quote-unquote, Wayland anymore.
Bummer.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe someday, right?
Oh, maybe. There's always someday.
Little get back together. Brew Crew over the Diamondbacks yesterday. It wasn't even close. 13-1 was the final score.
There's a swing and a miss. A strikeout to end it. And other than the Woodruff injury, and there's going to be more on that on the Brewers postgame show, it was a banner day for Milwaukee. 13-1. Contreras and Frelick go deep. Shane Drone was excellent in his bulk role today with 4 innings, and the Brewers win the series over the Diamondbacks.
It was a big win today, BA, and they're going to finish the month of April over 500 because of it. William Contreras with 4 RBIs.
First of 3 against the Nationals tonight on the road in Washington. 5:45 first pitch as the Brewers move into May. NBA last night, the Knicks absolutely pummeling the Hawks. The final score, 140-89.
Oh, my gosh. That's real?
That is a 51-point win. At one point in the game, they were up by 61 points.
Well, the Knicks will advance to the second round for the 4th straight year, courtesy of one of the most dominant performances in NBA playoff history. In a game they led by as many as 61. They win by 51.
By the way, that 61-point lead tied for the 51-point win, 140-89, ties for the 6th largest margin of victory in NBA playoff history. The Knicks just pounding the Hawks last night. Yeah, they had Shaq doing a spoof funeral for the Atlanta Hawks and their mascot, the stuffed animal mascot in the studio, putting it in a coffin, trying to give it life support. It was kind of funny to watch. Meanwhile, my Celtics went out there and laid an absolute fart. They pooped their pants, and now they've got a Game 7 in Boston on Saturday. They lost to the 76ers last night, 106-93. Series knotted up at 3 apiece, and decisive Game 7 is in Boston tomorrow night at 6:30 on NBC and Peacock. In the late game, the T-Wolves over the Nuggets, 110-98.
Denver will not foul. Chris Finch, David Allen exchange handshakes at midcourt, and the Minnesota Timberwolves advance to play the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference semifinals, eliminating the Denver Nuggets in 6 games. Final score, 110-98.
Yeah, 110-98, the final score. Minnesota eliminating Denver from the playoffs. The T-Wolves will start the second round in San Antonio against the Spurs on Monday. Tonight in the NBA, you've got Detroit at Orlando, 6 p.m. on Amazon Prime. Game 6 of that series. The Magic still up 3-2. Cleveland is at Toronto tonight at 6:30 on Amazon Prime for Game 6 of that series with the Cavs up 3-2. And then the late game is the Lakers at the Rockets, 8:30 on Prime. Game 6 with the Lakers up 3-2 in that series. In the NHL last night, the Minnesota Wilds getting it done.
Counted out. And for the first time in 11 years, the Minnesota Wild will march on to round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, the Wild beat the Stars 5-2. They eliminate Dallas from the playoffs. It's the franchise's first playoff series win in 11 years. 2015 was the last time.
That's exciting.
They'll move on to face Colorado in the second round. And in the other game last night, Anaheim beat Edmonton 5-2, and they move on to the second round where they'll face the winner of the Utah and Vegas series, which continues tonight, by the way. Tampa Bay at Montreal tonight in the NHL, 6 p.m. on ESPN2 for Game 6. Canadians up 3-2. Buffalo, Boston.
Yeah.
In Boston, 6:30 on ESPN, Game 6 with the Sabres up 3-2. Bruins looking to tie it up and send it to a decisive Game 7. And Vegas, Utah, in Utah at 9 o'clock on ESPN for Game 6 with the Knights up 3-2. Elsewhere, Lucas Van Ness getting his 5th-year option picked up by the Packers. Only had 8.5 sacks over the first 3 years in the NFL. Packers defensive end Lucas Van Ness had the 5th-year option picked up on his rookie deal. Deadline for teams to decide on their 5th-year options was today, or is today, so they decided to take care of that and lock him up for at least another season. Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, this is the
public investment fund. Yeah, they're out.
Are they really?
Oh,
so
yeah.
the rumors were true, and they were kind of like, yeah, we're not out, but now they're out.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia's public investment fund pulling its funding after the 2026 season. So it sounds like they're funded through this season, but next year there's no more money from them. Live Golf has now established a new independent board as it attempts to survive as a diversified multi-partner investment model.
How are you going to do that without the money?
The new board, I mean, you got rich people here. The new board will be led by investment banker Gene Davis and John Zinman.
Okay, so they have to fund it, though. They have to be willing to cash roll it.
Proven track records of navigating complex situations and unlocking value for global organizations, yada, yada, yada. But Live Golf may be on its last heartbeat here as they try to figure out where to go now that they're not getting that Saudi money. Your husband pay attention to that? I know he's into golf, but...
He is into golf. I don't think so.
Just the PGA?
I mean, maybe peripherally, but it's never been on in our house.
Yeah, because you can't find it.
Yeah, I've never seen him actually watching it.
All right. Doc texted in, said that Mitch, former singer for Waylon, has apparently been posting lawn care videos on Instagram. I don't go on Gram, so I wouldn't know that.
A good lawn's important.
Love me a good lawn.
And he lives down by, like bluegrass area.
Beautiful striping.
Oh,
yeah.
So, okay, he's doing some landscaping. There's nothing wrong with that.
Love me some landscaping.
Get his hands dirty, do some landscaping.
Also, a text from T-Stat said that they maxed out on PTO 32 days, opportunity to work another 20 years. Have a good weekend.
Congratulations for 20 more years.
20, yeah. Yay.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Oh, you know who you are. You've been doing your daily action, putting lots of overtime. You need some time off satisfaction. Just think how tough it's been. You've been putting out all that labor. If you use your wit, you can get out quick and do yourself a favor. Friday in effect, and you're pretty beat, I bet. It's been one tough week, you've hit your peak, and you've earned your paycheck. But now this week is over, and it's a little fun you're seeking. Your grin is wide, and I know why. Look out, here come the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
That weekend's gonna be a monster, y'all.
It is going to be a monster weekend because the weather's finally going to improve. It's not been bad, but it's just been much cooler, and we've had to move our plants inside the garage.
I had my stupid dumb heat on.
You and several of our coworkers, wimps.
Super dumb heat.
Wimps. Tonight, you've got Game 6 of the NBA playoffs between the Orlando Magic and the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
That's on Amazon Prime. You've also got the Raptors and Cavaliers on Prime, and then you've got the Rockets and Lakers tonight at 8:30 on Amazon Prime. Did you see what happened on Jeopardy last night?
No, why is Jeopardy all of a sudden
Well,
the
dude who won 31 games in a row,
yes.
Jamie Ding, he finally lost, and his reign of terror came to an end. But last night they had the guy who does the announcing. Did you know the guy who does the announcing for Jeopardy? This is do you know that guy? The guy?
Yeah.
You know anything about him?
No, zero.
He's 97 years old.
Shush.
Yes. The guy who does the announcing for Jeopardy. You know, like the guy.
Yeah.
Hailing from a city in Utah that likes to play with computers and Legos.
He's into chess, and he's 37 years old.
97 years old. The dude's 97. Anyways, last night, as one of the categories, they had him doing lyrics to songs. And when you're 97 and you're doing lyrics to modern songs, more contemporary music, it's kind of funny.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. Wiggle, 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 wig. Yeah, do the wiggle, man. I do the wiggle, man. Yeah, I'm sexy and I know it. But ooh, this time I'm telling you, we are never, ever getting back together.
97-year-old Johnny Gilbert, the announcer on Jeopardy, and last night reciting pop song lyrics as clues. Very entertaining.
That is awesome.
Spice Girls, LMFAO, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, and Kelly Clarkson.
97.
Yes, 97 years old, Johnny Gilbert.
Excuse me, honey, I got to go to work. I don't
know if there's a honey. By the way, new episode of Celebrity Jeopardy on ABC tonight. The quarterfinals have Patton Oswalt and Margaret Cho. New episode of Real Time with Bill Maher on HBO tonight at 9 o'clock. His guests include California Governor Gavin Newsom. That should be interesting. Those two do not share political beliefs. Also on Apple TV today, the second season finale of Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. Meanwhile, on Paramount Plus, you've got a new streaming premiere of a comedy movie called Doing It. Lily Zing is a virgin substitute teacher who steps outside her comfort zone when she's assigned to teach a sex ed class.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Singh, and I'll be teaching sex ed.
Jason's mom gave me herpes. What's a reverse cowgirl?
The only person who should be entering you is Jesus. I can't teach this class. Why not?
You're still a virgin? Shut up, Maya, that's weird.
Yeah. Sex ed class, substitute teacher who's a virgin. Also on HBO Max today, the streaming premiere of that new version of Wuthering Heights. Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi.
That's on tonight already?
It's
okay.
the streaming premiere. New episodes of Sheriff Country, Fire Country in Boston Blue. Of course, the Kentucky Derby is tomorrow.
Hell yeah, it is.
The first leg of the Triple Crown of horse racing. The current favorite to win is Renegade at 5-1. There are 3 long shots that have 50-1 odds. And my guy apparently 62-1.
62-1 as of yesterday morning. The most exciting 2 minutes in all of sports.
Yeah. Game 7 between the Celtics and 76ers is tomorrow night on NBC and Peacock. Saturday Night Live is tomorrow night on NBC. Olivia Rodrigo is the hostess with the mostest, and she's also the musical guest. Double duty. And also on Sunday on CBS, the series finale of Watson. Lasted 2 seasons before they gave it the axe back in March. All of the late night shows tonight are in repeats, and if you're looking to go to the theaters this weekend and catch something new,
good stuff.
Devil Wears Prada 2
that's right.
is in
Lots
theaters.
of tickets.
You are here to help us through our current scandal.
Click, everywhere.
But I did not hire you, and all I need to do is bide my time until you fail. Won't you take the train, dear?
Be on time. Just wait, I'm coming.
I'm going to make something of this job.
You could write a book.
The definitive Miranda Priestley expose.
May the bridges I burn light my way. Wait. Hope that's not what you're wearing to the dinner. That's all.
Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Stanley Tucci, all back for the sequel. Emily Blunt, Justin Theroux, Kenneth Branagh, Lucy Liu, Simone Ashley from Bridgerton. Lady Gaga's got a couple of songs on the soundtrack and also is in the movie. Devil Wears Prada 2, rated PG-13, in theaters this weekend. Also, Animal Farm, rated PG, an animated movie based on George Orwell's novel about an animal uprising after they realize their owners are going to sell them to a slaughterhouse. Sounds like a very adult theme, but it's only rated PG. Earlier this week, we had, who was it? The chick from Lisa Kudrow, right, from Friends, talking about how her residuals from the show.
Yeah, and also talking about some fallout from, like, things that had happened, you know, that there was sometimes that she felt, I think, that there was some mistreatment on the set, apparently.
Well, we were talking about her residuals because she said that they basically get $20 million a year in residuals from Friends.
Yeah, and then we started talking about Seinfeld, where I think the residuals are 40 to 60 million.
While the cast of Full House don't get that much.
They came out and said, hey, we're broke.
Jodie Sweetin recently got a residual check for her 8 years on the original Full House, which was in the 90s. And her residual check was 1 penny, apparently. She said there's no syndication anymore because it's all in streaming. Who gets paid for that? Nobody gets paid for that. She said you don't know how much it's going to be or how often they're going to run the show. So sometimes you're like, oh, cool, that was nice. And then sometimes you're like, all right, well, there's a nice dinner out.
Yep.
But apparently...
Yeah, well, when you're talking about institutions like Friends, it's different because I'm sure they get residuals on all sorts of things like
Coffee mugs,
coffee mug. Yeah, the
t-shirts.
Lego set of the coffee shop and all those other things. And phrases and all that. So there's a difference between, a cultural iconic thing like that. Okay, you're 50-1 is your horse.
So you can't go more than 50-1?
That's what it is right now today. A prominent owner, by the way.
Still $1,000, man.
The one you were talking about, Renegade, that's the number one pick, by the way. Did you know he's in lane 1? So he's got bad luck in that regard because he drew the dreaded number 1 starting gate.
Because we got bad luck.
So, they got to run that post position by number 1, drawing that
right up against the rail.
Right up against the rail. Hasn't produced a Derby winner since Ferdinand in 1986.
Where's my guy? Where's my great white?
I don't know exactly what chute he's in, but the number 1 pick that they say Renegade is in the number 1 slot, which hasn't produced a Derby winner since 86.
All right.
That's a long time ago.
Fastest 2 minutes in sports tomorrow. 5:30 on
for
TV?
2 minutes. Yep.
4 hours of lead up.
Yes.
All right. Judas Priest now. I've got a great update on a story that we had a few weeks back, and we'll get to our Karen of the day as well.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Karen.
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 Karen? Yeah, Karen. Karen. You what? Why did you do that? Why did you do that, Karen?
She's alarming but disarming and a really very charming modern girl.
Karen.
What is this Karen so upset about, Gene? Why are they upset? Why are they carrying on the way they do? They get so mad, Gene.
Well,
about all sorts of things. Coffees and crayons and soaps and lotions and all sorts of stuff.
And neighbors being on lawns.
Wiping their poop all over the neighborhood.
Making barbecues when they're not supposed to be barbecuing and stuff like that. But I feel like that there's been a rash of airplane incidences. Is this an airplane incident?
It is.
It feels like there's been like I don't know, it's not even spring break travel time. It feels like it's been escalating.
I got to be honest, I empathize with this guy, and it's a Kyle, not a Karen. This might be me.
Okay.
This might be me.
Did he have a breakdown?
Yes, and this is my biggest complaint. This is part of and whenever I tell people I don't fly anymore, it's not because I'm afraid of the flight. It's because I hate the customer service or lack thereof.
Oh, no. He didn't have, like,
3 hours they were sitting there waiting to take off. And then he found out they were going to be there for another hour. So now you're trapped on this effing plane for 4 effing hours. And the guy had a complete meltdown and even opened the door at one point. And I honestly don't blame this guy. I know you can't do it. I know it's illegal, but I got to be honest. I empathize with this old guy because this is why you won't get me on a plane. I won't do it. I will not allow that to happen to me. That's just insanity to me. I don't care that everyone else is biting by and just biting their tongue. I can't do it. I can't handle it, Gene. I can't have it in my life. If I want to get up and get out, I want to get up and get out.
Well, I think that we've all agreed without agreeing out loud as a society that there are delays that are acceptable.
4 hours is unacceptable.
After you get to a certain point, it becomes, do you guys want to go back into the gate? You can't leave the gate or you got to go through all the things again.
Right.
But do you want to go back into the airport, into the gate area and wait there and we'll make, and I understand that creates all sorts of problems, but the wait can't go on ad nauseum. There has to be a whatever that is, hour and a half, 90 minutes, whatever it is.
It feels like there's no rules and regulations when it comes to the amount of time. They can just say, all right, well,
now it's another hour. It's another hour.
So this guy had a meltdown and at one point actually opened the door. The flight obviously wasn't in the air; it was still sitting there. But he was just
even rolled away.
But Karen of the day having a meltdown on the plane.
Yeah.
Hey, how long has it been delayed already? 3-4 hours, and now you're talking another hour? Get me the gate I want off, or I'll take myself off. Okay, here you go. Oh my God! Oh my God!
That was after he opened the door.
Yeah, I see.
Who are you? Doesn't matter exactly. You know who matters? Me. Yeah. I told you, idiots.
Hey, sir. Sir, this is the captain. Hey, sir.
Here's the pilot. Oh, here's the pilot.
Sir.
Okay, good.
Sir, this is the captain speaking.
We are going to go back to the gate.
Yeah, good idea.
Now,
Oh, he got him right there with a button hook at the end. I got to be honest.
He did get arrested, didn't he, though?
Of course. But I look, man, I side with that guy. I do. I can't. I won't do it. It's insane to me, the lack of concern that they have for their customers. I mean, you pay all that money and you invest all that time and effort just to get on the plane. And then 4 hours later, you haven't even left the terminal. You're still sitting there.
I think there needs to be an agreement on the amount of time. And I understand you've gotten everybody in there, you've done all the things, and now the plane is ready. You can't necessarily just be going on and off and on and off and on and off. But there has to be some, whatever that agreed upon time is, if the delay is longer than X amount of time, you get to be off the plane for, until we figure it out.
I can't do it. Delta Airlines passenger opening the aircraft cabin door after becoming irate about delays. The man was on board the aircraft due to fly from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport to Chicago's O'Hare Airport on Monday. Became impatient, unruly. Video of the incident shows the man talking on what appears to be the aircraft's landline phone, trying to get in touch with somebody.
So there is a time limit. It's 3 hours for domestic flights and 4 hours for international before they have to let people.
That's insane to me. That is. What are you doing? What is taking
water.
so effing so? It's just insanity.
They have to also give food and water within 2 hours of a delay. So they have to do something on the plane to provide those kinds of things.
How long has it been delayed already? 3-4 hours, and now you're talking another hour? Get me to the gate. I want off, or I will take myself off. And then he opens the door, and boom, people
3 hours for domestic, 4 hours for international, and the pilots must provide updates every 30 minutes, and they have to provide water and food. So, yes,
they return to the gate.
3 hours is a long time.
That's too long. FAA is going to investigate the incidents. They say that in 2026, already in 4 months, there have been almost 500 incidents of passenger disturbances reported by airlines.
It feels like that.
The safety of our customers. Who gives a rat's ass about safety when we're sitting on the ground? Get me off this effing plane.
I think it should be shortened by an hour. I think it should be 2 hours for domestic and 3 for international.
I side with that guy.
With the opportunity to deplane.
Remember the name Ed Bombas? You remember Ed Bombas?
No, it sounds like a dog in Christmas Story.
It's not a dog in Christmas Story. It's Ed, B-A-M-B-A-S.
Retired from General Motors in 99. 2012, I went bankrupt, and they took my pension away from me.
Oh, my gosh. Do you have a wife?
She passed away 7 years ago.
I try very hard to go to her gravesite every day and say hi.
No 88-year-old in America should have to work because they need to, and that breaks my heart. I just wanted to give him a chance to, retire, or at least have some comfort.
88-year-old Army veteran Ed Bombas, working at a Meijer grocery store full-time to pay his bills. This is the guy that worked for GM
and then
retired with a pension. Wife got sick. The company went bankrupt. His money went up in flames. Used the rest of their savings, their retirement savings, to take care of his wife. She died. And now this guy, 88 years old, working full-time in a grocery store to try and make ends meet. And there's this Mr. Beast-like person, an Australian influencer,
who found out about it,
who got a comment on one of his videos about trying to find that somebody knew who this Ed Bombas guy was and said, you should check this guy out.
Made like $1 million, didn't they?
$2 million. Went to the grocery store. The influencer is named Samuel Wiedenhofer. And this guy set up a GoFundMe, whatever, for this Ed Bombas.
$2 million.
Raised nearly $2 million to help him retire. And now Ed has some leftover money. So Ed is doing what Ed has always done, and he's taking care of other people. Paying it forward. Ed just launched a service called For Your Service. It's a campaign that raises money for veterans in every single state who are struggling to retire, much like Ed at the age of 88.
For Your Service. So if I want to learn more about that, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, the video of Ed in the grocery store going viral. More than 60,000 donors raising nearly $2 million in less than a week for Ed Bombas. Now he wants to help other struggling veterans retire as well. Back on the 30th of April, so yesterday, he launched the For Your Service campaign to raise $10 million for 50 more veterans, one from every state. Bombas himself donating $1,000 to each of the 50 GoFundMes that are started already. He said, I never dreamt that I could be in this position where I wasn't forced to work until I die.
And we didn't want that, working until you die.
Yeah. So
going back to work full time, not because you want something to do but because you have to.
If you want to find out more, you can certainly Google For Your Service or Ed Bombas and find out more.
50 veterans, 50 states, 50 days.
Raising $10 million to help one veteran in every single state retire and have some money to retire with. Pretty cool. May has begun, and we'll start to look at some things to look forward to in the month of May. We'll do that next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
May 1st, flipping that month in the calendar and looking ahead.
Like May. I like this month.
Lots of stuff going on.
Oh, you think?
Lots of stuff. Here are some things to look forward to in the month of May. Movies that are getting released. We know that today in theaters, The Devil Wears Prada 2, rated PG-13, starring Anne Hathaway and her giant teeth. Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci, Justin Theroux, Kenneth Branagh, BJ Novak, Meryl Streep, Lady Gaga, Miranda Priestley. Nears retirement, she reunites with Andy to face off against her former assistant turned rival, Emily Charlton. Obviously, if you watch the first one, you know what's going to happen in the second one. Also, in theaters in the month of May, starting today, actually, May 1st, Deep Water, rated R. This is the new shark movie. Aaron Eckhart, Ben Kingsley, a group of international passengers on their way from L.A. to Shanghai, forced to make an emergency landing in shark-infested waters.
Always.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Tail down 100 feet.
Sir, you can't do that! You worried about this?
Brace. Pull him back.
What do we do?
We find survivors.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, sharks.
Yeah, shark. Deep Water, rated R. Sharks, baby.
It's another, find people in the water and then there's sharks.
Next Friday, May 8th, Mortal Kombat Part 2. Rated R in theaters, starring Carl Urban. Johnny Cage, that's who he's playing. He's got to kick a lot of ass. Mortal Kombat! That's next Friday in theaters. Mortal Kombat 2, rated R. Carl Urban is Johnny Cage. Also in theaters, limited release, by the way.
All right.
Next Friday, the Iron Maiden documentary called Burning Ambition. You can go to ironmaidenfilm.com to find out what theaters that's going to be in.
Gods of metal.
We were playing locally around East End of London. It started to snowball for us. We were picking up fans for the first gigs we did.
Whenever I see a Maiden shirt out in the wild, throw you the horns.
Hell yeah, you throw them the horns.
That's
Iron Maiden, Burning
Thursday.
Ambition.
The 7th, and then I think there's other ones on the 9th.
Yeah, so next weekend, Iron Maiden, Burning Ambition in theaters. Go to ironmaidenfilm.com to find out where and when and to get tickets. Wednesday, May 13th, they're doing a creature feature, a double feature. Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. The 40th anniversary re-release of Top Gun along with its sequel.
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
Ow! That'll be on Wednesday, May 13th. Friday, May 22nd. Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu, PG-13 in theaters. Martin Scorsese starring in this one. He's got a role. Obviously, Pedro Pascal, Sigourney Weaver, Jeremy Allen White. Once a lone bounty hunter, the Mandalorian and his apprentice Grogu now embark on an exciting new Star Wars adventure.
May's big because Star Wars also May.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Sorry.
Slow your roll, Beavis.
I know, but it's a thing.
Friday, May 22nd, also in theaters, a movie called Corporate Retreat. Alan Ruck, Rosanna Arquette, corporate executives on a team-building retreat face a deadly struggle when their leader turns violent against them.
Wow,
that's what you get when you have too many meetings.
That's a retreat.
Stop with the meetings, or else we'll go on a retreat and turn violent. Stop sending me Teams messages.
That is yikes.
This could have been an email. TV shows premiering in the month of May. You've got a new Lord of the Rings series based obviously on the book and the movie. Lord of the Rings Season 1 debuts next Monday on Netflix.
Okay, listen up. Whoever holds the conch gets to speak. That's the rule.
I'm assuming it's like a limited series because they eventually get rescued. Not all of them, but. Sunday, May 10th, The Roast of Kevin Hart on Netflix. Assuming Dwayne The Rock Johnson will be there. Tuesday, May 12th, The Punisher, One Last Kill, Disney Plus.
One badge, two badge.
Hell yeah. Punisher. John Bernthal back, kicking a lot of ass. Thursday, May 14th, you've got Welcome to Wrexham, Season 5, premiering on FX. Did you see the video of Rob McElhenney? So you know him and Ryan Reynolds, they got the soccer team. And there's a woman who has terminal cancer, and on her bucket list was to go and see the team. And he watched the video, and he just... Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Friday, May 15th, another spinoff from Yellowstone. It's Dutton Ranch. New series premiering. So
there's
on
Marshalls, and now there's Dutton Ranch.
Yeah. Is this the one that's focusing on Rip and what's-her-nuts? Beth? That premieres on Paramount Plus on Friday, May 15th. Sunday, May 24th, Season 9 of Rick and Morty premiering on Adult Swim. And also on TV in the month of May, the American Music Awards debut on CBS and Paramount on Monday, May 25th. Some things to look forward to in the month of May. We'll get to sports and holidays in just a bit.
There's a lot in May. It's a very festive month, besides the fact that everything's coming back to life and things are blooming. You've got the end of school. You've got graduations. You've got prom. You've got all sorts of spring festivals and packed with fun stuff.
People are getting out and doing things. Getting ready to put the boat in, put the camper at the site, all
There's
that.
a lot of fun stuff happening. Lots of baby animals.
We'll get to more of the things to look forward to in the month of May in just a bit. We'll also talk racing with Doc after 8 a.m. Get to bad news, happy music, and you can get in touch with us, rockmornings.com.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
Stabbing westward on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. The Brewers over the D-backs yesterday, 13-1. Big win for the Brew Crew. They're on the road tonight. They're in Washington, first of 3 against the Nationals. 5:45 first pitch for the Brew Crew.
Okay.
NBA and NHL playoffs continuing tonight. This is crazy.
Tell me.
December, Greg Biffle, a legend in the NASCAR community, passed away. He and his family.
Yes, in that horrific
plane crash in North Carolina.
And then Jerk Faces robbed his house after he was...
Inside job. Fraud. People are frauding his estate, and they're...
People involved with him?
We're going to get more info on this from Doc. He sent me text messages last night.
You are kidding.
Weeks after Greg Biffle died in a plane crash, someone broke into his home in Mooresville. The county sheriff's office there initially reported that more than $30,000 in cash, along with 2 firearms, were stolen from his house. What's even more puzzling is the fact that Biffle's bank account information was tampered with before the break-in even occurred. Quote, according to affidavits in the search warrants, detectives believe the suspect seen on video during the burglary appeared to know the home's layout and camera locations, suggesting prior familiarity with the property. The search warrants reviewed also allege that bank accounts for the deceased family were also compromised even before the break-in. After Greg Biffle and his wife Christina died Detectives allege suspicious activity began on their email and banking accounts. It included changes to account emails, phone numbers, passwords, and fraudulent activity involving her Venmo account. The affidavit alleges that bank account info was changed by phone and that at least one fraudulent check was cashed from an account tied to Biffle's business interests. So someone who probably knows, and look, these people have a big portfolio. You were just talking about portfolio, right? When you're Greg Biffle and you're a millionaire and you got a lot of irons and a lot of fires.
Everywhere.
You own businesses, you have accounts, you do this with this and that with that.
Of course.
Moving things around and changing phone numbers and cashing fraudulent checks and stuff like that means you have someone with very intimate knowledge of all the inner workings of this stuff, and they're doing an investigation. Doc's going to have more on that when we talk to him in about a half hour. Unbelievable. Did this person sabotage the plane and cause him to die, or were they just an opportunistic person waiting for him to pass on and then take that opportunity to rob him blind?
Well, and it's not new that somebody in your organization is staking money, right? That's been as long as there's been money. So that there's somebody.
Or is it a person who is tasked with handling the estate, right? Someone whose job it is to manage those accounts and knows all too well where the money is and how to move it and where it should go. Crazy. More on that when we talk to Doc in about 40 minutes. The Derby, of course, tomorrow. And the horses competing include Renegade, Litmus Test, Right to Party, So Happy, Incredible. That's a good one. Emerging Market, and Further Ado. We have Great White, the horse I'm putting my money on.
Yep.
But have you ever wondered how they get the names? How does a horse get his name?
I think So Happy was named, like I was telling you, the guy who owns it, decided that his wife loved that name, and then she has since passed on, so it's like a crazy story.
Some of the naming involves the horse's lineage, a name often inspired by the horse's parents' registered names, but there are other reasons that a horse's name could get rejected. Here are some of the reasons a horse's name could get rejected. Names consisting of more than 18 characters, including spaces and punctuation.
Too long of a name. Don't want that.
Names consisting entirely of initials, like an acronym.
They don't want that either.
Names ending in horse-related terms like filly, colt, stud, mare, and stallion.
They frown on those?
They don't want the black stallion out there running around, Gene. Names consisting entirely of numbers. Also, numbers above 30 can only be used if they're spelled out.
All right. No numbers. Got it. Check.
Spunky Party 69? Can't have that? Names ending with a numerical designation. Names can have Roman numerals, but you can't have things like second or third. And these are some of the reasons that a horse's name could be rejected. Names of real persons, living or dead, unless there's written permission. And even then, it could be rejected by the Jockey Club. Nicknames, however, are cool. Names of racetracks. You will not hear of a horse named Churchill Downs.
Really? Got it. Can't name it after racetracks.
Names cannot be offensive in the eyes of the Jockey Club. No profanity or anything controversial.
Mocking. Can't be mocking.
Names that are currently active in either racing or breeding. And also names of winners in the past 50 years. Cannot be used. So there's a lot of stipulations about these names that the horses have.
Last year they ran in slop. It was rainy. This year, not so much. Cold, though. As of today, the forecast for tomorrow, for us, it doesn't sound that cold, but understand that you're talking about Kentucky. 57 degrees, a low set for 39. Overcast skies in the morning. The afternoon starts. It's supposed to be sunny, but pretty windy, which it factors obviously into horse racing. Gusts up to 23 miles an hour, which could affect how horses do. 54 degrees when the race kicks off, but apparently staying dry, so that's good. But a cold derby, if you will, for Kentucky. Mint and julep, you ready? Mint, bourbon, ice, muddle, stir. No? Southern classic made with bourbon, fresh mint, and a sweetener like a simple syrup over crushed ice in a cup.
I'm going to try one tomorrow because we're going to a little social soiree thing tomorrow night, and it's Derby themed.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so I'm sure
Do you
there
like
are going
bourbon,
to be.
though? I mean, you do? No, not really, no.
Just give me a bottle, Jameson. I'm happy. I don't need any glasses or ice or mint or anything like that.
So simple syrup, mint, you muddle that, you put the bourbon, you put the ice, and that's what it's not my favorite, but when in Rome.
We'll get to our second half of the list of things to look forward to in the month of May next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
The month of May has begun, and we already gave you a list of movies and TV shows to look forward to in the upcoming month. Now it's time for sports and holidays. NBA and NHL playoffs obviously continuing. The Kentucky Derby is tomorrow. 152nd running, right? Is that 52nd? Isn't that what it is?
2 minutes. Exciting 2 minutes.
Next Saturday, May 9th, it's UFC 328.
It's time!
May 11th through Sunday, May 17th, the PGA Championship. Golfing. Saturday, May 16th. Ronda Rousey.
That's a big one.
Back in the octagon, taking on Gina Carano on Netflix.
Yeah.
Big card. Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano, Netflix, Saturday, May 16th. The following day, Sunday, May 17th, it's the NASCAR All-Star Race. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing.
Gentlemen, start your engines, brothers.
Oh, the Hulkster. Sunday, May 24th, the Indianapolis 500. Also on Sunday, May 24th, the French Open begins. That goes until June 7th. Playing tennis on the moon. Thursday, May 28th through Thursday, June 4th, the Women's College World Series softball. Did you see that softball brawl?
I did not.
Oh, man. I think it might have been Alabama, Tennessee, somewhere in the South. But, yeah, two teams, man, they were going at it. And then Sunday, May 31st, WWE Clash in Italy. Taking it on the road. Going to the boot. Some sports to look forward to in the month of May. Holidays, if you're looking for a reason to go walking around in your underpants today, it's National No Pants Day today.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
On a Friday, nonetheless.
Yeah. Tomorrow is Harry Potter Day.
To Mr. Harry Potter.
Sunday is National Paranormal Day. The truth is out there, Gene.
Then Monday, you'll see it all over social media.
Sunday, May 3rd is National Paranormal Day. Be on the lookout for ghosts and goblins and ghouls and the Beast of Bray Road and all that stuff. And then, of course, Monday, May the 4th be with you.
And then on Tuesday, you're drinking margaritas.
Cinco de Mayo is Tuesday the 5th. It's also Revenge of the 5th, continuing the Star Wars themes. Wednesday, May, by the way, there's a lot of wine holidays in the month of May, so you may want to write these down.
All right, I'm writing them down.
Wednesday, May 6th is Sauvignon Blanc Day.
I'm supposed to spit it out. But no way, Jose, am I spitting this stuff out? It tastes like fruit.
Wednesday, I've got Wednesday. What else?
Sauvignon Blanc. Thursday, May 7th, it's National Homebrew Day.
I drank beer with my friends. I liked beer. I still like beer.
Dog Mom Day is on Saturday, May 9th. It's also National Moscato Day on Saturday, May 9th.
Because I can't even get near the stuff because of my interior rash.
Yeah, too sweet.
No. National Golf Day is on Sunday, May 10th.
Or
you've got Top Gun Day on Wednesday, May 13th. They're re-releasing the original along with the sequel.
Back to back.
I feel the need.
Double header.
The need for speed.
Ow! Ow! Thursday, May 14th. It's Dance Like a Chicken Day.
Every first grade class in America, maybe? You got to do something to keep them busy. They're squirrely. AF, it's the end of the year.
Saturday, May 16th is National Mimosa Day. Bottomless mimosas somewhere. Saturday, May 16th is also World Whiskey Day.
There you go with your Jameson. Have some of that.
Well, it's not Tennessee whiskey, but it's Jameson whiskey. Tuesday, May 19th is Malcolm X Day.
There's all kinds of other wines.
That's the wrong one.
Yeah, wine's good.
Sorry.
That's right.
I skipped one. Sunday, May 17th is Pinot Grigio
There you
Day.
go. Pinot Grigio, yeah. All the other kinds of wines.
Tuesday, May 19th is Malcolm X Day.
White people love Wayne Brady because he makes Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X.
All-timer from Paul Mooney. All-timer. Wednesday, May 20th, National Rescue Dog Day. Adopt, don't shop. Another wine holiday happens on Thursday, May 21st. That would be Chardonnay Day.
And orgies are not too much fun if no one wants to do with you.
I had a lot of wine holidays in May. Yeah.
I told you to write them down.
Mm-hmm.
Also on Thursday, May 21st, it's Talk Like Yoda Day.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you are not.
Yeah. I know our girl is, if she's listening, she's going to love this one. She probably already has it on her calendar. Saturday, May 23rd is World Turtle Day.
I like turtles.
Who doesn't?
Monday, May 25th is just straight up National Wine Day.
Sweet berry wine.
Throw another one in there. What the hell?
International Burger Day is on Thursday, May 28th.
Cheeseburger.
Also on May 28th, it's National Brisket Day.
Well, it's barbecue season.
How
You're
about
getting down to Memorial Day
burger,
weekend.
a burger
So
with brisket on
it's
it.
grilling. It's grilling month.
And Friday, May 29th, it's also National Alligator Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mother's Day's in there as well, obviously.
Of course.
Sunday, May 10th.
You've got Memorial Day in
Memorial
there as
Day
well.
coming up as well. But some of the more fringy holidays. Got a text from Carl with a K. Said the only thing I'm looking forward to in May is you guys releasing the info on the Copeland shows. That info's coming, by the way. There's also going to be another concert announcement next week that has nothing to do with Copeland.
That's because it's concert season, and that's when things happen. May, it's very exciting.
Yeah. I am turning 50 in a couple of weeks. 2 weeks from today, actually.
In the month of May.
And for the first time ever in my life, in my 50 years of existence, I'm doing something for the very first time.
On your birthday?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think this weekend.
Oh, as preparation for the... What, you're getting a manicure?
I think we're going to a nail salon, and we're going to do foot and hand stuff.
All right. That's great. Your feet are...
I don't know about the feet. We'll see what happens.
Your feet,
There's a new
you
nail.
should do your feet before you do your hands.
The feet I'm very concerned about.
They'll just talk
The
about
hands
you
look
behind
good.
your back. That's fine.
Well, I don't care about that. What do I give a rat's ass about? People
That's
talk about
it.
me all the time. What do I care?
Then you'll be fine. Then get your feet done.
I had an abusive father. What do I care what
Then
some
get your feet
Asian
done.
lady
Do your
says
feet.
about me? I don't care.
Then do that.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I got to know what's involved. What do they do?
I can tell you all about it. They put your feet in some water, and then they're going to clean up your nails probably around the sides and underneath, cut them.
All the picking and stuff underneath with oh no.
And then they're going to do the bottom of the footses to make it smoother.
Like the
with
grinding and the shaving and all that
grinding.
stuff?
Well, I don't know. Maybe grinding. I just never had it ground before. It would just...
Cheese grater? Do they do the leeches? Is there a leech thing?
There's
Isn't there
no
a
leech. There's no fish.
They don't do the leech
There's
thing or
none
fish?
of that.
Isn't there a
Little bit
fish thing?
And then they buff
Like the
it a little
cheese
bit,
grater
and then
buff?
they'll do this thing
Is
on
there a
your
massage?
calves. Yeah.
Ooh. Can I just skip to that part? That sounds delightful.
And then they'll clean you up. It'll be good. You'll like it.
Well, as a child, I used to bite my nails so low they would
too.
bleed and all
Me
that.
too.
You still do. You got a problem.
No, I don't.
You don't because you got fake nails on.
I
But when
don't
you
bite
have
them.
real nails, you know you do.
I don't bite them.
Yes, you do. You're a freak.
Not as much.
You, Jesus.
Less.
Just admit your faults, okay? You got a big honker and you bite your nails.
I do.
I used to do it all worse than you, where I would bleed and I would rip the nails out and all that stuff. And so then as I grew up, I was like, all right, I got to stop that. And so I stopped, and now I've got these nails, and I've never really done anything with them, and I'm not trying to make them look pretty or anything like
But
that.
your wife had an idea, and you spent some quality time together.
Well, there's a new nail salon in our area that she's wanted to try out.
Now you can do it as a couple.
And
That's so cute.
she said this Saturday was the day it's going down.
Aww.
And so we'll see what happens in the morning. I don't know about this foot thing.
Do the foot. Don't do the hands.
Dude, my feet are not good.
They'll be better. Trust me.
I don't care.
Lots
I'm
better.
not trying to show them off.
No, I know, but they just
I stick them in a sock and put them in a shoe.
They will be better. They
don't feel bad. They feel fine. I'm not
Those
hurting.
are fine. You don't need that as much as you need
But
that.
apparently I'm popping my foot and hand cherry this weekend with the nail stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What do they do with the hand? They put you in wax or something like that?
Nah. They'll do that with your feet.
Why not the hand? They do a hand massage too? You get one of them?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, nice.
A little bit. They won't do that necessarily this time of year. Sometimes in the winter, when it's super, super dry. But
that's what she said.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you know how it goes next week if I
Photos.
follow through with this. Yeah.
That's what I want.
No photos. I don't even know if
Massage chair when you're getting the feet done. That'll be good.
I don't know if they have a massage chair.
Yeah, they do.
I got one at my house, so I don't need to go there for a massage chair.
There you go.
We don't have kids, so we're allowed to have nice things, unlike you people. We don't have
What's that like?
We don't have to have a rolling
What's that like?
dishwasher like a
It's
caveman.
portable, okay?
Are they doing the feet and the hands at the same time?
Mm-mm.
What happens if you get up mid-foot thing and you walk out?
You don't.
Dude, they're going to start, and I'm going to not like it, and I'm going to have to tap out. How long does it take, the foot stuff?
I don't know, half hour? 40 minutes, maybe?
40 minutes? Dude, 10, 15? You can't hurry this up a little bit?
Well, there's steps.
Is there an express
walk
service?
Away sometimes
I don't
to
need
go do another thing.
Get it done and let's move on.
Mm-mm. Doesn't go like
40
that.
minutes.
It's relaxing, dude.
No, it's
Take
not.
the time to relax.
I'm going to be on high alert.
Relax.
People touching my feet.
Kick back.
All right, we're going to get to Doc and also Bad News, Happy Music in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
8:15-ish on Fridays during the NASCAR season. We're joined by the one and only mid-pack legend, Mr. Technicality, Car 54, Billy Doc Niles, a.k.a. Captain Retirement, a.k.a. hashtag Mr. Fister, a.k.a. hashtag this guy.
Happy July.
It's Happy Mother's Day, and it's next Sunday. Hashtag this guy.
I'm kind of anal.
That's what all the guys at the campground say. Hashtag this guy.
He's got it locked on the rock. He's listening to the doc.
I know Shorty is. Just got a text from him. Hashtag this guy.
You're getting a thrill by listening to Bill.
Always, Doc. Every time.
Hashtag this guy.
He gets to stay on the box.
Oh.
Maybe once, maybe twice. We'll see what happens. Last weekend wasn't so good for me. Hashtag this guy.
Going to have to come from the back.
If I'm staying on the box, then I'm coming from the back. Hashtag this guy.
Going to be a big one for them.
That's what she said. Hashtag this guy.
He could be coming from your backyard.
Again, with the coming from. Hashtag this guy.
A lot of beating and banging.
Sounds like a good weekend in that new camper between Doc and Lori, like a wrestling match. Hashtag this guy.
Nothing says you can't slip one in without saying anything.
Ask, Doc. You should always ask.
Sneaky Pete, a little late night action. Hashtag this guy.
First day with the new tongue.
Practice, practice, practice. Hashtag this guy.
God damn, I'm going too fast.
Nobody ever said that. Mid-pack legend.
Hashtag this guy.
He sees her. He doesn't have time to turn away from her. Blasts her in the rear end.
I've never had that problem. Hashtag this guy.
I do this in the truck every week, too.
Oh, in the truck every week, you dirty bastard. Hashtag this guy.
Whoa, what am I touching here?
Whoa, what are you touching here, Doc?
I have got my head in my hands. I cannot believe what we have to talk about. This is just incredible, the story that came out this week.
Yeah, so just to recap, we talked about this about a half hour ago during sports. I got a couple of text messages from Doc last night giving me the lowdown and did a little investigation this morning. There's not a ton of info, obviously, because they're still investigating this whole thing. But Biffle dies in December. It was a plane malfunction where they turned around and then they caught some fog and they went down and everybody on board died. And I alluded to this when I was talking to it about it. You know, now that you've got all this fraudulent activity going on with emails and bank accounts and checks and all this, you wonder, did they do something to the plane? Did they sabotage the plane and try to kill them so that they could get access to this stuff?
That is the burning question people are asking on the internet right now. And it wouldn't shock me if federal investigators are talking to the NSTB to hurry up their investigation of this crash, because this is taking on an unbelievable life here. So to catch you up to date, it is believed that the friends of Greg Biffle strategically executed after his death to defraud his estate. Investigators found multiple counts of fraud on Biffle and his wife's bank and other accounts, according to a warrant. The fraud appears to have been strategically coordinated strike against all accounts through multiple states, which has resulted in hundreds of thousands of dollars being stolen. evidence will show that to have multiple conspirators. So they believe a lot of people are in on this. All of the email and the bank, the routing numbers, everything was changed. To where it would normally go to Biffle or his wife. They got into the accounts and they changed everything. And then, Brian, you saw that video I sent you this morning for the person that was in the house after the death, like a week or two afterwards, and stealing all that cash and the firearms. A lot, the investigators aren't releasing the identity, but a lot of people believe that's Biffle's ex-wife. So we'll see what happens there.
Hey, and Doc, real quick, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
No,
go ahead.
Do you have any idea what his net value would have been, or how much money there might have been that they're trying to get access to? I mean, you assume he's wealthy and he's got a lot of stuff going on for himself, but are we talking millions or billions? I mean, what are we talking here?
I don't think it's in the billions. I know it's in the multiple millions. And Biffle was known as a philanthropist. He loved taking care of charities and people in need. So he had lots of money and lots of investments to supply all this. And I don't know how much truth this is. Diker sent me this morning. There was a YouTuber called Breakhard who was also talking about this, and he put out a little nugget. Mrs. Doc actually heard about this too, that supposedly the day after the plane crash, Biffle's received an email that said, "Heard you died yesterday, burn in hell." Wow. So this is, I cannot wait to see how this turns out, because this is just way too wicked. And man, I hope they didn't mess with that plane. But man, if they did, I hope whoever did this, I hope they burn in hell. Brian mentioned earlier this week, Steve O'Donnell was named last weekend the new CEO of NASCAR, taking over for Jim France. O'Donnell's unifying message for NASCAR is getting a little more fun back in the sport. Now, before he decides on any changes he'd like to implement, he plans on spending at least the next 90 days talking and listening to teams, drivers, sponsors, and fans. He wants to get all their input to see what the best position is to put NASCAR in, because he's thinking long-term, 5-10 years down the road, what he wants the sport to look like. And hey, did anybody else catch Jason Kelsey working for the Hendrick race team, O'Reilly's series team, the 17 car last Saturday?
Did not.
He spent a week with he spent a week with them. He practiced with the pit crew. He changed tires. He filled it with gas. As it was, when he was in the pit, he got to hold the little thingy where the driver stops, and he got to pass the gas can to the gas man. And believe it or not, the team won last Saturday. Corey Day got his very first win in the O'Reilly series, and so that means Jason Kelsey, he's 1 for 1 when it comes to being on a pit crew. They are at Texas this week. And I know my buddy Mikey hates this, but it's true. It's one of the cookie cutters we talk about. It's a 1.5-mile quad oval, 24-degree bankings, and they get really good speeds in there. Kurt Busch has the qualifying record in 2017 at 200.9 miles an hour. Joey Logano won this race last year. Fantasy experts, they like Hamlin, Reddick, and Byron. When I filled mine out last night, Larson, Briscoe, Logano, and Bell, drivers who are good on these 1.5-mile cookie cutters. VegasInsider.com via the BetMGM app brings us our odds this week. Hamlin at 525, Larson at 575, Reddick at 600, Bell at 800, Blaney at 1,000. Before we get to local stuff, I got a few shout-outs I want to throw out. First of all, I had sent you guys a voicemail on Monday about our buddy Paul from the Fort, who texts a lot.
How's he doing?
Got really sick. He thought he was going to get out of the hospital Monday. Turned out he didn't get out of the hospital till Wednesday night, so he was one sick dude. But he is at home resting comfortably. He's got to go back to the doctor on Monday. They're hoping to send him back to work next Wednesday. Also, a good friend of ours who inspired, if you're looking for a thrill, listen to Bill. Linda Kleinschmidt had some major surgery this week. Sending out best wishes to our friend Linda. And a friend of the show, a friend of mine, he just started camping at our campground last year. Also camps at Rockfest with the group FU, fill in the blanks. Yeah, he made us an amazing old-fashioned last Friday. Our buddy Fran, he's listening on 92.9 right now. He lives up in the Independence area. I'll see him tonight for another old-fashioned. And he also wants to know if we christen the camper Hell no, friend. We haven't christened
What
it
the
yet.
hell are you doing over there at your freaking camper? It's been like a month, dude. You were jingling the keys like a month ago. You've been over there stocking wood. You haven't had one dipsy-do? You haven't given her the old poke and tickle?
There's time for everything.
Man, your wife is smoking hot. You're not in there laying pipe. You're not doing some plumbing.
Hey,
come on.
Fred also said he was gonna back you up, brother. He was gonna bring the black light and go through the camper for you. So he'll give you an update.
What is it? Is it
Red
the CPAP
Cedars-
machine? Is that what's causing the issue here?
She's asleep, so because she can't hear me snore. Yeah. Red Cedar Speedway. Unfortunately, they could not get the track prep last week, so tonight is their 53rd season opener. Modified Super Stocks, Midwest Mods, USRA late models, and the Red Cedar Hornets all in action tonight. Gates at 5 p.m., practice at 6 p.m., first green flag at 7 o'clock. Now, if you're wondering why the Wausoda late models are not on tonight's schedule, it's because they're all at the Mississippi Thunder Speedway in Fountain City for the World of Outlaws Late Model Traveling Series, which started last night. They're going to be running tonight and tomorrow night. I think it's like there was 30,000 to win last night, 50,000 to win tonight, and 100,000 to win tomorrow night. So they got a lot of cash on the line for the World of Outlaws. Green flag the next two nights at 7 o'clock. For those of you planning to go to Thomas Sparta Speedway tonight, unfortunately, they had to cancel tonight's season opener and look for them to get going next weekend. Dells Raceway Park has their 64th season opener tomorrow night, first green flag at 6 p.m. And Madison International Speedway has the 19th annual Joe Sure Classic Sunday afternoon, first green flag drops at 2 p.m., highlighted by the Midwest Tour on that one. And remember, race fans, wherever you're at in the country, seasons are getting started all over the country. Take your family out and support a great local short track. Doc's Race Report has been brought to you by our friends at County Materials on Empire Street in Holman and by County Materials on Menominee Street in Eau Claire. That is two great County Materials locations serving western Wisconsin. That is this week's Race Report.
Doc, you're going to the camper this weekend, right?
Leave Doc alone. Leave Doc alone. Doc. It's fine.
It's not from lack of effort. It's not from lack of effort.
Leave him alone. Leave Doc alone.
I expect a full breakdown report next Friday.
Doc,
okay.
have a great weekend.
Well, tell you what, you can get I'll have Fran text you and I'll let him give you a report. How's that?
Blow by blow.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Bye.
Doc's Racing Report each and every Friday during the NASCAR season at about 8:15. I got an email yesterday, and I wanted to read this quick before we take a break. From Sam. Sam emailed me in Chippewa, and he said, haven't had you guys on in a while due to a work truck radio issue. Ooh, that sucks.
Broke down somehow. Or
Sam, I don't know if you knew this, Sam, just an FYI, but you can download the apps, whether it's the 92.9 The X app or the 95.7 The Rock app, and you can listen through the apps. He said, haven't had you guys on in a while due to a work truck radio issue. Glad to have you back. Can I hear Almost Honest or Trust from Megadeth at about 8:30 tomorrow to kick off my Friday? Thank you from Sam in Chippewa. Sam, I'm going to get to your Megadeth next, and of course, Bad News Happy Music is coming up as well.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. More from Brian and Gene is coming up.
You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril. Now that's just nasty. Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some hashtag Florida Man for flavor.
Florida Man. Florida Man. Florida Man. Florida Man. Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
I had a friend in high school. Well, actually, for a friend that I was friends with for a long time. Still friends with her.
Okay, so like an actual friend, not somebody you just went to high school with.
But in high school, she worked at a Dairy Queen. This is in New Hampshire, where I'm from. And look, in the late 90s, working at DQ, you didn't make a lot of money. Minimum wage,
place,
right? Minimum wage was probably like $5.25 back then.
My husband worked at Taco Bell, sames.
So my friend, who I love dearly, still to this day,
would take an ice cream cake sometimes.
No, she would pocket some money here and there because she knew the price you start bringing stuff up, you get used to the price, what the totals are with the taxes.
She
all that
stole
stuff.
from the employer she worked at, is what you're trying to say. Yeah.
She was skimming. So she would pretend like she was ringing it in, take the money, open the register, give them the change, cancel the transaction, and then pocket. And she wasn't doing, to her credit, she was smart about it, right? A couple bucks here, a couple bucks there, $20 a night, whatever. Just when you're in high school, $20 in the late 90s would go a long way.
Right. She was stealing
She wasn't trying to get rich. Mm-hmm. She wasn't taking hundreds of dollars, stuff that would get noticed, but occasionally a $10, $20 go missing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This is a whole other level of a scheme, a similar scheme. This is at a Chick-fil-A in Texas. A former Chick-fil-A employee in Texas is accused of trying to rake in a bunch of money by ringing up 800 orders of mac and cheese and then refunding them to his personal credit cards.
He didn't think that through, did he?
I'm guessing not. Keyshawn Jones allegedly pocketed more than $80,000. You can get $80,000 from mac and cheese? So each one of these is $10 a pop, right? The mac and cheese orders are $10.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's doing if there's some sort of a family side. You know what I mean? I don't know what's happening. But so he ordered them and then refunded it and then just put it on his card.
Well, and he apparently did it all.
Thought that was going to be.
He did it all in 1 month. You got to space it out, bro. Dude. And it was all caught on surveillance video. The police there in Texas say that Jones evaded arrest multiple times before finally getting apprehended back on April 17th with assistance from the Texas Attorney General's Fugitive Task Force and the Fort Worth Police Department. He's been charged with property theft, money laundering, and evading arrest. Detectives alerted to the alleged theft back in November of last year by the owner of the franchise.
Man, there keeps being these mac and cheese orders that then get canceled, and there's these refunds being done to
directed them to watch the CCTV video showing a man using a cash register to order $80,000 worth of the comfort food, the mac and cheese, and then return the money. What are you doing, dude? They're going to catch you.
That was not a very...
You can do it once and twice here and there, but not all at once.
Web that he wove, was it?
The franchise owner identified the man as Jones, told police his direct deposit had been set up through the Navy Federal Credit Union before he was fired in October. No indication in the records why he was let go, but I'm guessing that there were other problems with him leading up to the mac and cheese thing. $80,000 worth of mac and cheese.
You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah. A couple of frequent flyers. These are the people who get arrested and then get booked out, all the stuff and go through the processing and then get out and then they get arrested again several hours later. We got a couple of those. There was a man trying to shoplift from a store in Washington. Cops showed up. He was cuffed, cited, and released. Didn't go straight home. He went back to stealing. Less than 20 minutes after they released him, a retail store right across the street calling 911 saying that a man that was matching the description of the just released guy was shoplifting. He was then rearrested, booked on 4 counts of shoplifting. He didn't get out this time.
Hello, Dad. I'm in jail. Hello, Dad. I'm in jail.
That seat was still warm.
Meanwhile, in Colorado,
a
guy was arrested for trespassing. He was taken to the jail. Several hours later, he was booked and released. And less than 20 minutes after he got out, he stole a fire truck, a fire engine that was parked outside the jail. The fire truck was there. Yes. Was at the jail for an unrelated medical call. While the rescue team was treating the victim, the guy got in and drove off. He led the authorities on a brief chase before the truck was stopped. The man was hit with multiple charges, including felony motor vehicle theft, resisting arrest, reckless driving, and felony criminal mischief.
I thought it was an old school bus that, maybe was like for a movie set or something like that. 30 police vehicles that followed afterwards, along with 2 SWAT vehicles.
That's kind of a weird situation, an inmate stealing a fire truck. I saw it laid over on the driver's side.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This guy.
You just earn your freedom, and then you're like, there's a fire truck. I'm going to steal it.
He needed a ride home. He needed a ride, Gene. It was the only thing available.
Can Uber. No way.
Have you seen this Twitch streamer guy who got hit by the car?
No.
Oh, my God. He got mollywopped. So there's a Twitch streamer that goes by the handle Humble Zay, HMBLZAY, right. Humble Zay. This guy apparently has been walking across the country to raise money for his new university campus. And he's streaming the whole thing 24/7. And he's got this cart with all this crap all over it. And he's pushing it. And he's walking across and he gets completely rear-ended by a car.
He's
while
walking.
on the stream.
He's walking.
Yes. This was on Tuesday on a highway in Indiana. Twitch streamer struck by a car during the live stream of his walk across the country, trying to walk from Philly to California, raising $200,000 to build the university campus, according to his Gram and his GoFundMe page. However, on Tuesday, he revealed that he had gotten hit by a car during the live stream. Middle of video, too. It's just crazy. In the video, the guy, his real name...
Is he okay?
I guess. I mean, the screen caps are the best part because you see, like, when the car hits him, it's so fast, right? You can't see it very well. But then when you take the clips of it and you see this, you see him turning around and he knows it's coming and it's like, uh-oh. This guy's real name, by the way, is Isaiah Thomas. Walking in front of a car while pushing his items on the highway in Indiana. He's got a bright yellow vest on.
Right, he's trying to make himself seem...
It's the middle of the effing day.
There's no reason for this.
No. Car drove forward before knocking him and his belongings over. And, of course, you can be heard. He can be heard in the video. Did you not effing see me? Yeah. Police officers showed up, attended to this guy. Told him he fell on the pavement. Said, good thing I had a back brace on that saved me. Another clip shared to Instagram. Zay's belongings could be seen scattered all over the road. Pants and sneakers were ripped with one of his shoes flying off during the end. Oh, yeah, he got mollywopped, dude. He got hit. This wasn't just like a little love tap. Police reaching out.
Oh!
Thanking people for checking on me. God is the greatest. I'm good. Just running some tests now. We'll be back live streaming real soon.
I'm with the guy. How could you not see him? He's wearing a fluorescent vest. It's the middle of the day, and he's, oh, man.
And apparently the car that hit him had been hit by another car, rear-ended, and got shoved into him. But yeah, he was streaming at the hospital, and he said that the car that hit him had been hit by a vehicle behind them when the incident occurred. GoFundMe, by the way, has raised over $45,000 of the $200,000 goal. Said he wants to create opportunities for teens who are facing the same barriers I once did. Trying to launch his own university and summer camp. And getting...
Molly.
Dude, he got... It looks... I don't know how the guy's alive. I mean, when I first saw it, I'm like, ooh, that guy's dead. But no, he popped right back up. Started yelling. I'd be yelling, too. Didn't you effing see me?
How could you not see him? Oh, my God.
And this is going to be the story that gets us off Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini.
He was waiting for it to happen.
This is the one. This is the one. Vrabel's down on his knees praying right now. Because this has got even more salacious stuff that we look for.
The story has everything.
It does. It's like Stefan, a senior executive at JP Morgan Chase. A female executive, a very attractive female executive, has been accused of sexually harassing and abusing a junior male employee, including alleged coercion, racial abuse, threats to his career, and also drugging and raping him.
Holy schmoly.
Gave him date rape drug and boner pills so that he would be hard and knocked out, and then she would sexually abuse him and doing like all this whole... You haven't heard about this?
No.
Oh, bro, you're missing out. Lorna Hadini, I'm not sure, Hadini, I think maybe is how you pronounce her last name. 37-year-old executive director in the bank's leveraged finance division has been accused of using her position of power to subject a married subordinate to non-consensual and humiliating sex acts over the course of several months. She would tell him, quote, I'm going to ruin you. I effing own you.
So what happened?
The plaintiff, filing the case anonymously as John Doe, claims that the alleged behavior began soon after they started working together in 2024. John Doe, who is Asian, joining the firm in March as a senior VP/director. So
but he reported to her, but
Right.
has his own position.
She would join the team the following month in a senior role. In one incident in early May of 2024, he alleges she initiated inappropriate physical contact near his desk and would make sexually explicit remarks. From there, the advances would escalate. Later that month, John Doe declining an invitation to go out for drinks, she allegedly said, "If you don't F me soon, I'm going to ruin you. Never forget I effing own you." You can, I don't know how much more I can read about this because there's a lot of real sexual stuff in here.
Sure. And then so he went to JP Morgan and said all this stuff and it's being reviewed, or she says it didn't happen, I'm assuming.
Well,
and he said, she said, and they're trying to figure out what's really happened.
Yeah, she's under investigation right now.
Yes.
Obviously, he filed a lawsuit, so this is going to be one of these, everybody's on leave until we figure out what happens.
Got it.
This guy claims she propositioned him for some oral in the workplace, calling him her little brown boy. It went on from there, by the way, if you want to read more about this. But if you haven't seen the JP Morgan story, this is the one that's going to get Mike Vrabel out of the headlines.
I mean, this one's in.
Oh.
That was out. This one's in.
Yeah. This has got a lot more substance on the bone, a lot more meat on the bone, Gene. I can't believe you hadn't seen this. The memes have been on fire the last couple of days. It's Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Bad news, happy music. We'll get to our daily check-ins after Green Day.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com. Call.
Hello?
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us. Check. We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
Find all of our contact info on the website, rockmornings.com. Don't forget, you can also download the apps and get in touch with us that way. Voicemails, pictures, videos. Chris texting in, sounds like my dream boss. Yeah. No. Getting raped? No.
No, it's awful.
Way to go, Chris. Proud of yourself. Donnie texted in and said, got a facial back in the day. Not bad. Bunch of my buddies got them afterwards. Apparently my face is gross. According to girls, I'm not concerned. Yeah, we're not going that far. All right. Talking about nails and feet. I don't even know what all that implies or entails. I'm not sure,
So
but
it's
we'll
foot
see.
soaking and toenail trimming and a callus treatment, some exfoliation, foot massage.
Foot massage. I don't know about that. Calf massage.
Are you ticklish?
No, I'm not a big fan of the foot stuff. I don't.
Are you like?
I don't know. People don't mess with my feet.
You don't know if your feet are ticklish?
I'm sure they are, but I don't. It's not like people are grabbing at my feet all the time. Steve said, Brian, real quick about your mani-pedi tomorrow. You sounded just like I did when I got my first one. This is self-care. Dude, you don't know me very well. I'm not calling it any of this crap. I'm not going self-care. I'm not drinking boba tea.
But-
I'm not doing mani-pedi. I'm just going in there to see what this is all about.
Yes.
I'm probably going to hate it and then never do it again. He said, go there.
You're not going to hate it.
Shush.
You're not going to hate it.
Go there and relax and enjoy it.
See?
It was an awesome experience, and it put a nice, happy smile on my girlfriend's face because I finally caved in to do it. See, I'm not caving in. I don't have an issue with trying this, but my wife hasn't been trying to, goad me into doing this for years and years and years. It's just... Shorty, hashtag Florida man, he said, I agree with you, Brian, on the nail salon. Hands not so bad, but F the feet. Sounds like it hurts, and I'm not trying to impress anyone.
I don't think it hurts. It doesn't
I don't know,
hurt.
Shorty, down where you live, and you're probably in bare feet or walking around in sandals all the time in Florida.
Well, that might do its natural exfoliation.
Okay. Eric also sending in a text message saying Brian's feet on the way to the pedi, and then included a picture of somebody's very gnarly. It looked like like a corpse's foot.
That needs help.
That needs more than a mani and a pedi. That might need two of them. Lunzo said they do your feet like the Dumb and Dumber movie. That's when they get the grinder.
They don't do that.
A belt sander out.
They're not going to do that. It'll just be a exfoliate thing. You'll like it.
Tiffany said Jean is faultless. She's practically a saint for working with you. Leave her alone.
I'm going to need Tiffany's email for
Tiffany, grow
some
up.
girl time.
All right, grow
Hey,
up.
Tiff.
Everyone has
What's
faults,
up?
especially Jean.
Hey, what's up, Tiff?
She lies about chewing her nails. She lies about making seafood paella.
TGIF, huh, girl?
Lying. Carl with a K texting in as we were talking about things to look forward to in the month of May. Said the only thing I'm looking forward to in May is you guys releasing the Copeland information. The show's going to be at Copeland. T-Stat working on a 20th anniversary. Wanted to hear some Wayland earlier. Did that.
Here's to 20 more.
Yep.
Congratulations.
I got a text from my guy Jake at Twisted Skull Studios.
Yes.
He said yes to the Megadeth. Played some Megadeth earlier.
Yeah, that was for the person who's got his work truck fixed, wasn't it?
Sam in Chippewa. He emailed me yesterday. Wanted to hear some Megadeth. So I also got a message on Facebook from Buck, and he said usually you can drink some beer while you're getting your feet done.
Mm-hmm. Champagne, beer, mimosas.
Beer.
Don't you do that? Bloody? Maybe a bloody?
I don't want a bloody. It's a lot of them. You got to really invest in those things. I may not go.
Is this tomorrow morning?
Supposedly. I think I'm gonna dip out.
No, you're not.
I'm not going to do it.
Get it done. Get some photos. I would like some photos, please. Get some photo evidence. It'll be good. You'll like it.
I'm good.
It'll be good. It'll be good for everyone.
I'm busy. I got something else going on.
It's going to be good.
Yeah. About this foot stuff. Thank you very much for all of the correspondence, except for Tiffany.
I like Tiff. Me and Tiff.
Leave Gene alone. You're being mean to Gene.
Sitting in a tree, me and Tiff.
Tiffany, when you get a look at that big honker in the center of her face, you would say the same thing. Like, God
Her and
damn,
I, new besties.
big bulbous nose you got.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.